Hi everybody and welcome to Calimacil. Today we have a really important day to celebrate with you and really important years. Today is gonna be Calimacil's 20th anniversary. So a big day, almost an adult in the US now. So it's really fun. It's a really it's fun to be there after 20 years. For me, 12 years. But you know you started it
Yeah,
out.
I'm still the beginning.
Still the beginning. So it's a really important years that obviously we can't miss, and we need to celebrate with all of you guys. So we're gonna start by presenting to you the 4 big collaborative events that we're gonna showcase all around the year. So Patrick, will
Sure.
to present them.
One of them, some of you already received it, was the calendar of 20 anniversary, and that's a collaboration calendar. We want to tell to all the customer in the world, all this community, that we have great event in Quebec, like the Great Battle we go at the beginning, like the Calicon, which will be the second big attendant this year. Also be the ninth edition. Ninth edition of the Calicon, which will be the 20th anniversary, and we almost gathered 600 people last year. So it's just really crowd in a day. And we expect to get some more this year. On the Friday 1st of November, it's going to be more like school event, but you all welcome. You can come here. The shop will be open. The space will be there to have some visitor. But most of the big activity with our partners will be on Saturday, 2nd of November, which will be a wonderful day. We're going to share with you 20 years of development. You can come here, have a lunch with us, and see how we build those fantastic weapons, how we work here, how fantastic is our team, how dedicated we are, and how our partner are also dedicated to what they do, what the animation with passion since 20 years, because we're going to be almost 4 companies celebrating 20th anniversary this year. It's fantastic. It's a huge job. So we're going to have around here, in the building, outside the building, lots of activity. So that's why we make the calendar, physical calendar, that we distribute almost 1,000 copies, mostly in Quebec, because the date was more like event in Quebec, but with a lot of our best customer around the world. And we do expect to receive people from Australia, from Denmark, from Germany, France, Spain, and of course from USA and Canada, and other countries that we work with them on a day basis. Mm-hmm. And another collaboration event and fun we're gonna do is the mosaic. We're gonna make 80 tile of 1 foot square, 30 centimeter square tile, that we're gonna send to our best collaborator who wants to enthusiastic paint, a good artistic paint, and that will be put on the wall here. And at the Calicon, we just drop down the curtain and say, "Whoa! What we have done together! What will be a great artistic artwork of collaboration. That is symbolic of all effort put together." And the last one, which is not the less, which is the most expensive one, which is going to be, I hope, a great adventure. Mm-hmm. It's pretty challenging. Is the Caddy House. You will see a great picture of that. We have a 3D model actually, and we are trying to find a way to build it. It's going to have to be built for August at the Great Battle, and that is a special place to gather people. I want that everyone comes and soyez, which is word in English?
Be.
Okay, so pretty simple. So be at the Cali House and welcome world, welcome everyone. Come here, have this great time with us, and of course we're gonna have a space to showcase and sell the product that we gather from every supplier that we work with around the world. And we're gonna have a place on the top to receive people. They can slip there and have a great time at this week of Picoline. This building has to be building for the community. So I want to put more and more activities in it. I mean, also Les Camps Légendaires will probably use it for the summer camp. There will probably a bunch of other ideas that we already start discussion about doing things in that building. Like a partners lunch that we want to gather our challenge and our objective and work together to accomplish more and more better for you, for that community.
And use it to do a lot of really awesome pictures.
Whoa, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, that's going to be a really
fantastic day.
Nice greeting place. And well, you can, no matter how big or small, you're partners, you're a fan, you're a customer,
investor.
You're going to be able to contribute to it through different meanings.
Yeah, there's going to be Alchemist Forge. It's going to be a style of, because Calimacil is more identified as an alchemist than a hammer and iron as blacksmith. There was already a blacksmith at Picoline anyway, so it's going to be alchemist style, and our contributor, our sponsor, will provide you limited edition item that you can buy only for a certain time. That's part of the adventure, so you can contribute to that construction. And the bigger contributor will have their name on the wall inside of the building.
And obviously, when we say a name on the building, you're not going to see like a big bank sign on the side, but like it's going to be integrated in the design. So, there's going to be a lot of different, like maybe an engraved rock. For those that have, there's going to be statue outside that might have the name of our best contributor. That's mostly all going to come from the community by itself. And you guys can all contribute by buying one of the limited edition gear, because it's not only just going to be weapons, it's going to be weapons and gear from all our partners that are going to contribute.
Maybe cape, swords, and...
So all of that is going to be unveiled through the year. So every month there's going to be something new. Follow our blog, follow social media, and follow the website that we're going to log in all the info as soon as it's available to you. So that's going to be a really, really fun experience.
I think so. It's going to be a big accomplishment on what we have promote for the last 20 years.
Yeah. And through this 20 years, we're going to celebrate with all of you guys, not only at Picoline, also at the Salon de la Passion Médiévale, Montreal Medieval Fair in Montreal in May. And we're also going to be at Drakenfest US in June. We would love to go to the German one and now the Australian one, but that's going to have to be for another year. The year's already full. Or if the teleporter has been invented on the meantime. And so that's going to be a lot of cool event that we're going to be. And, we're all LARPers, so, we're probably going to see each other at other LARPs. And so that's it for the big event that's going to come. But more concrete, to celebrate the 20th anniversary, every 20th of the month, we're going to release a limited edition weapons that you're going to be able to buy. There's going to be two types of limited edition. Some month it's going to be a pre-order only model, where you have 1 week to order it. Then we stop the orders, and then they're produced and delivered in less than 2 weeks. Or there's going to be 20 weapons, and then it's going to be 20, and then when we run out of stock, it's over. And all of those weapons are going to be weapons that we got out of the crypt, so weapons that we retired through those 20 years. Some of them even older than me, like not me, but my presence at Calimacil. So 12 years. There's some weapon that we started producing for it already that I never even seen in my 12 years here. So it's going to be really exciting. Some of them more recent, but for all of them, if you guys bought one of the original one, we want you to take a picture with it, share a picture, share our story with that weapons. Anything that really relate to them, and share it on social media on the post. Write us by email to info@Calimacil, or anyway, we want to really celebrate with you guys, see what you did with our weapons. So for this first month, for February, we go back a bit to our root. Calimacil, born in 2004. It's really close to Lord of the Ring, and I'm pretty sure Calimacil, it means...
I'm still watching it
Yeah.
with my kid.
Yeah.
Oh, Patrick!
Every year.
We want to watch the Lord of the Ring again. Again? Oh, sure.
Yeah, Calimacil means Swords of Life.
Still got the DVD
Sword
pack.
of Light in Elven.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, me, every year
Yeah.
with the kids, it's a tradition.
Yeah, Calimacil mean... what does that mean again?
Sword of Light.
No, it means bright sword.
Bright sword.
Kelly was bright or light, and Macil was swords. So it's bright sword. And originally, when I was doing the foam sword in latex and carved EVA foam. And the very first weapon I made, I put 2 little LEDs and a battery in, and I was lighting up the blade with those 2 LEDs. So it was really a light sword. But
Nice. And now we do lightsaber.
yeah, that was not so much popular when I make it.
Yeah, it goes better on a lead saber than a sword. But like that's really funny that like your passion for technology was obviously always with you.
Merge together, fantastic. How to make magic in this world. We use electronics.
Yeah. So Lord of the Ring, like I said, had a good influence on Cali. I mean, we all, after Lord of the Ring, first thing we all did is
How
take
could
a
that
wooden
be?
stick and go fight with it like it's
No.
Frodo's sword or Aragorn's sword, and then break the sticks and a few fingers and black eyes. But obviously in the early days of Cali, we got inspired by those, and the weapons that we're going to release for this week is one of them that obviously you're going to recognize. So inspired.
Do you recognize it?
Do you? Inspired by Sting.
I got one. No?
There's
Still?
been 2 versions of it. There was a really smaller one that was more for kids that we released.
Yeah.
I'm going to show the picture and show how much details and how much the detail changed through the years, and how much, every time we're like, oh, that's the perfect sword. And back then, those swords were like the peak of details. We were able to, years after years, do more and more and more. So like fancier blades. Obviously, it's one of our really, really cool original Calimacil blade design with really sharp, bright silver. Doesn't shine blue. Sorry, we try, but there's no
orc?
there's no orc to
There's
test.
no
the theory.
real orc, so who knows?
And this one is actually obviously inspired by Sting. We call it Fang. So we can see the original engraving on the handles with a really cool color shift paint here. Red handle.
Which I do remember, that's the paint dragon mount, right?
Yeah. That's the paint. So every month.
It's gold and pink.
Yeah, so you can see the pink from Pink Dragon in there. So next month, you can expect to see some bronze on the weapons and so to remember the color
What's
of
your
the dragon.
Calimacil calendar? If you got your calendar, every month is subscribed.
And for that end also, I remember when it was done, it was like we literally took a block of wood for the handle, and one of our guy had to painfully cut all the leaves one by ones to wrap them around there so we can have the design on it and its texture, not just painted on. And yeah, like today, nowadays we have 3D design that help us really great
It's
to
it's much more accurate.
Yeah.
We can really do what we really want to do, and we can make several improvements. So like this handle, well, that's okay, but I do believe it's a little bit too big. It have to be for a sword of that size.
Mhm.
The grip should be smaller. So that's what we can do actually with 3D design, which when we print it, maybe sometime we reprint it 3 times until we get the perfection we're looking for.
So, yeah. So this beautiful sword is only available for a week only. and
Only
then
for a week!
It's gonna disappear forever. So grab your Fang sword on 1 week only, and
It's going to be
Let's go.
crypt again.
yeah. And that time, well, the 40th anniversary, 40 years old of Cali is still far. So I don't think we're gonna release it again.
I don't think the mold will handle it that time.
So get your sword. Welcome to Calimacil.
Have a good time
we're-
and tell us what you think about it. Tell us what you think about all the promotional event and this great collaboration we're going to do this year. I hope you will be part of it.
Thank you and have a nice day.